Hey, Sam here. I was asked to try a video in a more commentary format, so here goes. Hope you like it. So you want to get better in Apex Legends? I'm going to presume you've played at least your first 100 games at this point. You know the controls, and you can shoot in an enemy's general direction. If you're a pretty good player and you're just looking for an edge to your game, stick around. There may be a few things here you haven't thought about. Looking at you, lifelines that don't revive. Tip 1. Play Gibraltar. This is probably a tough concept for all you Twitch TV Wraith mains out there, but hear me out. Gibraltar is the best legend in the game. Fact.
Whoa, that's a genuinely shocking fact.
With his passive and his gun shield, he has, and trust me here, I did the math, a fuck ton of health. His ultimate ability and his dome shield allow you to control the pace of any fight, regardless of how many parties are involved. Don't get me wrong, he does have some downsides. His animations make him feel like you're moving at half speed. And he's so thick, Elon Musk is developing a microscopic aircraft capable of sustaining orbit around him. But nonetheless, if you want to see improvements to your damage, kills, and revives, play Gibraltar. He's good for you, he's good for your team. Right, now that the toxic Twitch TV dreamers have left a dislike and closed the video, let's talk about some basic Gibraltar principles. Engaging with enemies. Gibraltar should always engage with his gun shield active. This means pre-aiming where you think the enemy is. Commit to shooting. If you press the fire button, don't let go. Use high ground to your advantage. This will give you a clear view of the enemy and a quick escape behind cover if you need it. Use your dome as deployable cover. Think rampart but instant and better. You want to put as many layers between yourself and the enemy as possible. So don't throw it on yourself and don't throw it on the enemy. When attacking, always move towards cover. You want to minimize sightlines to you. This is especially important for Gibraltar, as he is thick. Controlling a fight. Gibraltar's tactical and ultimate are both amazing for controlling the pace of a fight. You're overextended and you've walked into an enemy team? Throw your dome and move to the nearest cover. Make sure to try and face the enemy as the dome will allow you to see their movements. Use your ultimate between yourself and the enemy so they cannot move forwards. When running, be aware of the cover in front of you. You want to minimize the enemy's sightline of view. Running cover to cover, even if it's a zigzag, is much better than running in a straight line in the open. Don't be scared to turn around and assess the situation, especially if you have cover. But your priority should be finding a range of engagement that is comfortable for you, but also near your team. When choosing to engage, you always want to try and trade with the enemy. If they get damage on you, you want to give damage back. This will stop them from pushing unhampered while you heal. If you see an opportunity for free damage on an enemy, take it, even if you miss your shots. Use your dome to create cover for you and your team. All healing items are done faster while inside the dome. After you feel confident you've got enough damage onto the enemy, push. Do not give them a chance to heal. And if they're in the middle of a healing animation, punish them by sending them back to the lobby. If a third party decides to engage, then rinse and repeat. Your ultimate can also be used to make a team move out of cover. This is especially useful for the late game rings, as if they don't move, it's free damage and a chance to push. Reviving your team. If a friendly teammate is inside of a Gibraltar dome, it allows Gibraltar to revive them faster than any other legend, which makes it great for those late game team fights where your team trades knobs. You can provide cover, maintain sight, and get a quick revive. That coupled with the gold backpack, it's borderline broken. So if you see one, don't ping it for your lifeline, just take it. Barely ever see lifelines reviving anyway, and that's literally the only thing she can do. You want to farm damage and practice your accuracy? Gibraltar can be a scary dude once you start to master him. Don't have a gun? You're Gibraltar. As long as you're near your teammates, you don't need a fucking gun. But having one makes him near unstoppable. As for what gun? Honestly, use whatever you're comfortable with. The Spitfire, Triple Take and R301 are god tier weapons in Gibraltar's hands in my opinion, especially when it comes to high damage game. But if you want to rock a Mastiff and an R99, go for it. Just remember, you're playing Gibraltar, not Octane. You should always be aiming down sights, making use of cover, and controlling the pace of the fight. Just be careful not to get too arrogant, especially if you're going for those 2, 3 or 4k badges. Also, if you want extra damage, you should always finish downed opponents. Do it. Be that guy. So once again, tip 1, play Gibraltar.